Hi, this is Ivy from Homeschool on the Range, and today we are starting to work on some Christmas presents. This is one of those times that I really hope that my sister actually isn't watching my blog and my information, because these presents are for her and her family. She really loves bumblebees, and we are making some homemade beeswax with a cute bumblebee pattern that I found in the remnant section at Joann's the other day. The first thing that you really need to do is take your cloth and cut it into squares, and then pink the edges. If you're not sure what I mean by pinking, that's those zigzag scissors. And that'll keep your cloth from unfraying. Now I normally use cotton cloth. This is a flannel, so it's going to use up a lot more beeswax than I would like. But I just couldn't help myself. She loves bumblebees. We're making beeswax, so it seemed like the perfect cloth to use. So I cut everything into squares, and then I've got some larger ones too, like to go over a bowl of beans or whatever else she might have to put in the refrigerator. You'll need your cloth, some beeswax pastilles. We're also going to be using up some of the beeswax from our own hives. And then a throwaway brush. This is the brush that you're going to use to smooth the wax down once it's melted, and you are not going to want to use it again. So we get all of our things prepped. We put them on pans. These are just about ready to come out of the oven. We put the beeswax on them, and we let them melt at 200 degrees. I foil line my pans because I don't want to ruin my pan. And then when we bring them out, I use that paintbrush, I smooth everything out, and then I send it over here to my son, and he is using principles of science to make our job a little bit easier. Can you explain what you were telling me? No, he doesn't want to talk on camera. So you know how you pam the pan to keep things from sticking when you're baking? Since we're working with something that's oil-based, he's actually using water to prep his area so that these beeswax don't stick to his area. And he's got a little piece of PVC pipe. Can you take that back, please? Between each layer of beeswax that I take out, I put down a section of wax paper to keep them from sticking. And his job is to take what I have already smoothed out, and then what are you doing? Can you show them? So shy. So he puts it between the tin foil and the wax paper, and he's just smoothing it out. That makes sure that there's no clumps of pastilles that have been left over. It makes it very smooth. It's going to make it, once it dries and hardens, it's going to make it malleable, easier to use for a replacement for tin foil, or a replacement for even a sandwich bag. I've seen a lot of people use these. They wrap things up in them to put in your lunch boxes. So if you've not tried beeswax before, I'll leave a link where you can try some, or if you are feeling very adventurous, you can try making your own. It doesn't cost much, especially if you're using remnants or cloth that you already have on hand. You can make it to fit your needs for your kitchen. And this is one that we've had for several years over here. It's just a circular shaped one. 4th of July. We've washed this by hand in the sink. You just wash it if it starts to get a little bit icky. Set it out to dry. And this one has lasted for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years already with no problem. It is cotton, so it didn't take up nearly as many pastilles. Good luck to you.
I am using an ice cube to cool it faster, and because an ice is water-based and wax is oil-based, it does not stick.
Why are you trying to cool it faster?
Because that way I can work with it faster.